What's going on, guys? Bruce Mattson here, your host show of Metric Scout Fantasy Football against the Chiefs. Rashaad White caught 5 balls for 50 yards, and he also had a rushing touchdown. One of the most talked about rookies this week as we're going into week 5, and I captured those targets and the touchdown run, so we can go over that as a quick film study / reaction so you know what this rookie running back looks like. So let's pull up the tape here and let's just run this baby real quick. So right here the play. So he gets the ball in the open field, starts working up, drops that pad level right here at the point of contact, drives right through it, gets a little bit of something extra. We're moving on to the goal line work play here. Gets the handoff, plunges right on in for the score. Rashaad White. Although this was not like a mega performance, this wasn't like the hugest game ever. I missed a couple targets, of course, in the videos. But one thing we want to hammer home here from a fantasy football perspective is that this guy's getting targets in the passing game. He's catching checkdowns. He's catching balls. And that's good. That drives fantasy production. And if something happens to Fournette, it's going to be all systems go. Also, in game scripts like this, when Tampa Bay's playing from behind, which shouldn't be too many, but if it happens, you're going to see him get some added work in the passing game. But if something happens to Fournette, Rashaad White's going to get a lot of work. That is just an unlimited amount of time in the game. Imagine if it was a full game. Imagine if he was getting targets over the long haul of that game. Rashaad White has some juice. He's one of the top pass catchers in this year's draft from a running back perspective. And that will trickle down to fantasy production if he gets his opportunity. And that could happen because natural attrition at the running back position is just a natural thing that happens every year. And that's just something you should account for with players. And when it comes to picking up players on the back end of your roster. And he's only rostered in like 46% of leagues. This last waiver wire run I saw in Sleeper, that only increased his roster rate by 8%. So he's on waivers in a lot of leagues. So if you want to get him, I suggest get him soon, because all it takes is something like that and his situation's changed and he's going to be a hot commodity. You might as well be ahead of the market. I'm going to drop another video on him tomorrow just to drive this home, because I've talked about him a lot in a few videos this week. But let me know in the comments what you think. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Every subscription matters. It helps fuel the channel, helps fuel the show, and then I'm also going to help you out with your fantasy teams with a lot of research on rankings and everything else. But I want to thank you for watching.